Hello National Fives. This is the fourth lesson in the straight line topic. This is finding the equation of a straight line when you're not given the y-intercept. And I've also included an exam question with a scatter graph. So let's have a look at this. Find the equation of the straight line. Now, just like the previous lesson, you're given 2 points. So we're going to work out our gradient and we're also going to work out our c or y-intercept. But as you can see from the diagram, we're not given our y-intercept, so there's an extra layer of calculation in this question. So let's just go through it. So we'll work out our gradient first. So we'll write down our points. So 413, 825. I'm not going to take too long on this because we've been doing this for a while, so I can go through this quite fast. So x1, y1, x2, y2. There's your gradient formula. We'll substitute in our numbers. And then top line 25 take 13 is 12 and 8 take away 4 is 4. So my gradient is 3. Now, my y-intercept's not given. Okay. So y equals mx plus c. We know the m, but we don't know the c. So we know that y equals 3x plus c. So normally we're finished at this point, but we don't have c. So we need to find c. So what we do is, so we know it's y equals 3x plus c. We substitute in either coordinates. We can pick, it doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to pick this one because it's smaller numbers, but you could use either. Okay, so I'm going to use 413. Okay, so I'm going to use 413. So when x is 4, y is 13. And I'm going to substitute x for 4 in here and y for 13. Put that into my equation. So 13 equals 3 times 4 plus c. Simplify, 13 equals 12 plus c. Remember, I want to know the value of c, so I want c equals, so I just take that 12 off, and then I balance it, so take 12 off, so c is 1. So now I know the value of c is 1. My answer is y equals 3x plus 1. There we go. Example 2. Find the equation of this straight line. Now again, you're given 2 points, and we're not given the y-intercept. So find our gradient. So you write your points out. 4, negative 7, 12, 9. Again, I'm going to go through this quite fast because we've been doing this a lot. So x1, y1, x2, y2. There's our gradient formula, which we need to memorize. And we will plug our numbers in. So 9 minus minus 7 and 12 minus 4. So you should get 16 over 8 because it's 9 plus 7 and 12 minus 4 is 8. 16 over 8. Then that simplifies to divide top both by 8, so it's 2 over 1, or just 2. Okay, so again, y-intercept not given, you don't know what it is. And when you think y equals mx plus c, so we know m is 2, so I'm just going to write what I know so far. Y equals 2x plus c. So I need to find c. So y equals 2x plus c. Again, I'm going to use either point. Now, the last time I used the first point, but this has got a negative number in it, and if you can avoid using negative numbers, I would. So I'm going to use 12, 9. So use 12, 9. So when x is 12, y is 9. So I'm going to swap y up here for 9 and x for 12. So it's going to be 9 equals 2 times 12 plus c. Simplify, so 9 equals 24 plus c. And then you want c equals, so let's take 24 and balance it. Take 24. So c is negative 13. Now that makes sense because it's going to, if you look at the line, it's going to be down here. If that's negative 7, it's down here, about negative 13. So we now know that we should be able to write our final answer because we had y equals 2x plus c. We know c is negative 13. So it's y equals 2x minus 13. Okay. Now again, it's p and q. So we have worked through as y and x, but at the end, because it's not actually the y-axis, it's p, so I've swapped y for p, and I've swapped x for q. So p equals 3q minus 4. Now this is quite useful, especially if you have a part b in the next example. You'll see that. So the answer to that is p equals 3q minus 4. Now, Example 3. This is a SQA, an exam question. Alright. There's actually a part B as well, which I just couldn't fit in, but I will do once I've done part A. Okay. So a cattle farmer records the weight of some of his calves. The scatter graph shows the relationship between the age, A in months, and the weight in kilograms. A line of best fit is drawn. Okay. Now, point D represents a 3-month-year-old calf, so age 3 and weight 100. So, and point E represents a 15-month, so 15 along here and 340 on this scale. Okay. So what you need to identify, that if people can identify the coordinates, they can usually do these questions quite well. So that means that's 3, 100, 3 along 100 up, and that is 15 along 340. Okay. So find the equation of line in terms of A and W. Okay. So we'll just use y and x, and then we'll change the y back to w and x back to a at the end. Okay. So equation of the line. So let's work out the gradient. Okay, we don't know the y-intercept, but we can get there in the end. All right. So write the points: 3, 100, 15, 340. Quite big numbers, but don't let that put you off. It's just the same strategy. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Sorry, that's been a wee bit screw with. It's x1, x2, y2. So write your formula and substitute your numbers. So 340 minus 100, 15 minus 3. So that will be 240 over 12. And then 240 divided by 12 is 20. So we don't have the y-intercept, not yet anyway. We're going to have to calculate it. So we know that y equals mx plus c. We know m, don't know c. So y equals 20x plus c. So we're going to use one of our points, substitute one of the coordinates, so either that one or that one. It's easier numbers, so I'm just going to use 3, 100. When x is 3, y is 100. So I'm going to substitute them in here, so it'll be 100 instead of y. That'll be 20 times x will be 20 times 3. So 100 equals 20 times 3. So 100 equals 60 plus c. And then I find c by balancing, so take 60, take 60. So c is 40. So I now know my gradient is 20, my c is 40. So it's y equals 20x plus 40. And then again, look at the letters. So y is w, x is a. So we have w equals 20a plus 40. Now, that's your answer to part A. Okay, that's your formula between w and a. Now, there is a part B, which I'll show you in the next slide. The part B would be, use your equation from part A to estimate the weight of a 1-year-old calf. Okay. Now, they're a bit sneaky in this question because it said 1-year-old and age is in months here. So you've just got to spot 1-year-old, age is 12 months. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to substitute a is 12 into the equation. Okay. So the equation from part A that we worked out was w equals 20a plus 40. I want to know w when a is 12. So just substitute it in. 20 times a is 20 times 12. So 20 times 12, that will work out. That'll be 240 plus 40. So that'll be 280. So what does that mean? What does the 280 mean? Right in the context of the question. So 280 kilograms is the estimated weight of a 1-year-old calf. Okay. So you now have some questions to do in your workbook. Good.